Welcome back to Fox and Friends. The Tea Partiers were out in full force across the country, but this time they're focusing on another issue, not taxes, but illegal immigration.
Yeah, William Gheen is the president of Americans for Legal Immigration. His organization helped put together these rallies, and he joins us now. Welcome to you, William. Nice to see you this morning.
Good morning.
You were the keynote speaker there the other day. What have you experienced with some of these tea parties, and what message are you trying to drive home?
Well, we were very pleased that we were able to organize over 50 cities and have thousands of people show up with less than 30 days notice to try to galvanize and unify Americans, white, black, Hispanic, Republican, Democrat, and independents that represent the approximately 80% of Americans that oppose any path to citizenship or path of amnesty, such as the legislation that President Obama and his friend Representative Guitierez, Democrat of Illinois, plan to try to push on us soon.
So as you said, William, 53 tea parties across the country. What do those folks and yourself think that we ought to do with these anywhere from between 12 and 15 million illegal immigrants? What should we do with them?
Our immigration systems are not broken. Our political systems are broken. We want the existing laws of the United States enforced, and until that happens, there's no reason for Congress to pass another piece of legislation. The entire republic isn't functioning. We have a situation where they're trying to legalize and give voting rights to 15 million illegal immigrants, putting them in direct competition with the 16 million Americans we have out of work and with American voters. Americans are being replaced in our homes, our schools, our jobs, and now at the ballot box. We think it's time for politicians in D.C. to lose their jobs instead of Americans for a change.
Well, you know, we threw this out yesterday on Twitter and Facebook, and overwhelmingly, I have to say, a lot of people support the idea of immigration reform, and they are supportive in many ways of the administration trying to tackle this problem, which is certainly a contentious issue. Is there legislation that should be passed that can handle this, or is this simply fixing what's wrong with our country right now, our economy, your answer to this?
Well, when people hear the idea of immigration reform, they think that the government's going to actually start doing their job, and we're all for that. When you look at the numbers more specifically, you find that less than 20% of the people in the country favor any type of amnesty or path to citizenship for illegal aliens, and approximately 80% across party and racial lines oppose that type of measure. And Guitierez, who is the architect of the plan, along with President Obama, have mentioned that a path to citizenship is their core feature here. There will be enforcement provisions promised and promises of border security, but why would we believe that when the U.S. borders remain open right now during a time of war, and Department of Homeland Security Chief Janet Napolitano, instead of looking for traitors like the one at Fort Hood, is busy pushing this amnesty plan? It's not what the American public wants. There's going to be a huge public backlash, and the reason we got the over...
I'm sorry, well, we got to leave it there.
The point of the Tea Parties was to organize the backlash that's forming against this amnesty bill.
All right, we got it. William Gheen, president of Americans for Legal Immigration. We appreciate your time.
Thanks, William.
Good morning. Thank you.